Welcome to our Yoga Stretch and Strength program. Today, we're going to build strength, flexibility, and tone the body. So we begin in an easy cross-legged position on the floor. Our hands in Shiva Mudra, focusing on our breath. A nice deep inhalation and long, slow exhalation. Stay connected to the rise and fall of your belly. Our first pose, we're going to interlock our fingers and press our palms to the floor, dropping the chin. Take a nice deep inhale and sweep your arms up and over the crown of your head. Just take a little wiggle to lengthen through the spine. Now release your arms behind your back, interlocking your fingers, drawing your shoulders back and down, and opening up the chest. Inhale, reach your arms up, interlock your fingers, and press your palms to the sky. Now release your hands and press your palms to the floor. Take a nice deep breath. Reach your arms back up towards the ceiling. Get long through your spine. And as you exhale, release your hands behind your back. Draw the shoulders back and down and lift your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. Open your chest. Reach your arms up to the sky, stretching out your wrists, elbows, and forearms. Take a nice deep breath, and then as you exhale, press your palms down to the floor. Really feel the stretch. Inhale, reach up. Lift through your heart. Exhale, release. And come into Yoga Mudra behind your back. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, press your palms to the sky. Now release your hands back down towards the floor. Open up the traps. Now let's come into a tabletop position. We'll stretch out our back. So knees under the hips. Exhale as you draw the navel towards the spine. Inhale as you lift your heart towards the sky. Exhale, rounding your back into cat stretch. Inhaling, rolling through your spine, lifting your heart to cow. Exhale, tuck the navel in, tuck the chin in, round your back. Inhale, slowly move up into our cow pose. Now take your right foot over your left ankle and look at your big toe. Inhale back to center, now left ankle over right, and look at your big toe. Inhale to center, right over left. Look at the big toe. Inhale to center, now left over right. Inhale to center. And continue just going side to side, getting a nice little side bend here. Now come back to the center and let's push back into child's pose, taking a moment to rest, to renew, and restore. Spread your fingers, release your forehead down to the mat, and feel the stretch into the back. Now let's come into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha, pushing your hips back, letting the head and neck relax between your arms. Just make sure your feet are as wide as your hips and your arms as wide as your shoulders. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, bring your right foot up between your hands, dropping the left knee down to the mat. Now lift your arms up and open the heart, reaching up to the sky, lifting through the chest. Now bring your hands to Namaste. We're going to take your left elbow out to the right thigh, coming into our prayer hand twist. Detoxing and bringing out the internal organs. Let's take 3 more breaths. When you're ready, release your hands to the mat. Now flex your left foot and slide your right foot back into downward facing dog. pressing your hips back and up. Feeling the lengthening of your hamstrings and your back. Now bringing that left foot forward into the runner's lunge. Stay strong in your legs. Now go ahead and drop your right knee. Lift your torso up and lift the arms next to your ears as you reach up towards the sky, lifting up through your heart. Bring your hands to Namaste, and now taking your right elbow and bringing it over to the left outer thigh. Breathing out through the internal organs, but also getting this wonderful stretch in your mid-back. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Now take another inhale, release your hands to the mat, and let's slide that foot back, coming into downward facing dog. Now lift the left leg up towards the sky and bring that left leg forward, and now your right. We're going to forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms up and come into a swaying palm. Good. Inhale to center. Lean gently to your left. Inhale tall. And as you exhale, lean gently to your right. Inhale to center. Exhale as you lean to your left using your abdominals. Inhale back tall to center and lean gently to your right. Now let's go ahead and do one more time to the left. And now inhale center and bring your hands to your heart. Let's sweep our arms up to the sky, and as you forward fold, let's release your head down. Keep your knees soft here. Come halfway up and send your right leg back to the runner's lunge. Now release your knee to the floor. Sweep your arms up into Shiva Mudra. Coming into the twist again to the other side, we're going to lift up that right knee and make it more of a crescent. Inhale, now reach your arms back up, strong legs, lift up through the torso. Breathe. If you'd like, you can come back to Shiva Mudra. Release your hands to the mat. Slide your foot up. Good. So really coming into either a straddled split, or if you'd rather, just coming into a warrior 3. Hands to Namaste, or you can reach those arms out long. Come back down into our plank position, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now taking that left leg up towards the sky, 3-legged down dog. Now bringing that foot forward between your hands. Get your balance, stay strong in your legs. Pull the navel to spine. And now slide the opposite foot up, forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Hands back to your heart center. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, swan dive, Uttanasana, forward fold. Come halfway up. Now let's step the left leg back into our runner's lunge. Coming into a deep lunge, drop your knee and lift your arms up. Good. Bring your hands to the heart center. And now rotate that left elbow out to the right thigh. Now finding balance and strength. This is our toning part. You're going to lift that back knee up. Keep the core strong. Keep the legs strong. Stay with your breath. Take another full inhalation in that twist. And as you exhale, we're going to start to release back up into crescent pose. lifting up through the heart and reaching through our Shiva Mudra hands. Now release your hands to the floor. Slide that leg forward. Good. Lifting the leg up. You can either do a straddled forward fold, or if you'd like, we can come into a warrior three. You can bring the hands to the heart. As you readjust, if you're just starting out, keep the leg low, or you can start to lower the head and chest. Bring that leg back into downward facing dog. Take the left leg up towards the sky and then draw it forward. And bring both feet up towards the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. And bring your hands to Namaste. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up. Now let's step that right leg back. Ground your foot to the floor and cartwheel your arms up into warrior two. Reaching out through your fingertips, lifting up through your heart center. Let's flow into our next pose. Coming into side angle pose, rest your right forearm on your leg and reaching that left arm up and over the side of the face. Notice that diagonal line from your left outer edge of your foot all the way up to your fingertips. Now breathe. Release your hand down and move right into triangle pose. Now you can place your hand on your shin, your ankle, or even your quadricep. Lift up through the chest and try and open the shoulder back. Look up towards the sky, and now let's float right back into warrior two. Arms straight and strong, abdominals pulled in, and now we'll cartwheel down, slide that foot back, plank position, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now let's go ahead and send that left leg up towards the sky. Draw that foot between your hands. And now both feet forward. Let's release our head down. Inhale, sweep your arms up. And now release your hands back to Namaste. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. As you exhale, forward fold, softening your knees. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, and let's step that left foot back. Now we're going to cartwheel our arms up into warrior two, this time taking our gaze to the right fingertips. Now sink into your hips, but let the upper body lift and create space in the spine. Now let's move into side angle pose. Reach your left arm up and over the side of your face. A deep lateral flexion, really feeling the stretch from your hip all the way up to your left fingertips. Release your hand down, now moving into triangle pose. Tucking the tailbone under and rolling that left hip back. Open the chest to the sky and take your gaze upwards. Now if your neck is bothering you today, then take your gaze to the floor. Now rotate back up into warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Soften the shoulders, lift your heart, and take another full breath. Cartwheel your hands to the floor, and let's come into plank position, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's send the left leg up towards the sky and bring that leg forward. And now the right, forward fold. Inhale, circle your arms up. And now bring the hands to the heart center. Inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, and let's step the right leg back now. Into plank position, dropping the knees and coming into child's pose. See if we can get the hips to touch the heels. At the same time, we want the forehead resting on the floor. Let's slowly come out of child's pose and come into a seated position with your feet directly in front of your hips. Now we're going to come into boat pose, so balancing on your sit bones. Hold on to the shin for a moment and then release the legs up into a tabletop position. Pull the abdominals in strong as you reach your arms towards your toes. Take a nice deep inhale and cross your legs. Sit up tall. And we're going to come into a gentle forward fold. Really honor your body here today. And don't go too deep in a forward fold if your back is feeling tight or tender. Now come back up. Let's come back into our boat pose, bringing the legs in tabletop position and reaching our arms towards our toes. Let's move into a seated forward fold by crossing and bringing the opposite ankle in front of the other and slowly walking the hands down. Draw the navel towards the spine, really supporting the low back. Breathe deep and wide here. So now let's come back into boat pose. Instead, this time we're going to straighten those legs and reach our fingertips towards our toes. Stay focused, centered, and balanced. Now draw the knees back in, feet down to the mat, and we'll come into bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Lift up, elongate through your spine. Relax your shoulders down. To really get the stretch of the inner thighs and the pelvis, it's always great to come back to the breath. So breathe in through the nose, deep and wide, and exhale it out, long and slow. So let's build a little more strength in our abdominals. We're going to come back to our boat pose, drawing your knees together, balancing on your sit bones, and bringing the legs up to tabletop position. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, draw the belly in as you extend the legs out into a V. Reach your arms towards your toes. Now let's go ahead and come back into bound angle pose. Relaxing the knees, opening up the inner thighs. Now let's grab our big toe with our middle finger, index finger, and push up into balancing. Now when you're ready, pull the belly in and extend the legs into a V. Really stay strong, again through the core, and lift up through the spine. If you want, draw your heels together. And then let's come back into bound angle pose. Now stretch your legs out in front of you into staff pose, Dandasana. Fingertips behind your back. Now draw your right knee into your chest and take that left arm, wrap it around that thigh, coming into a gentle spinal twist. Taking your gaze behind you. Find your focal point, your drishti, and stay here for 3 breaths. Slowly come out of your twist, and now extend that right leg up to the sky as you come into an opposite twist here, reaching through that left shoulder, opening up the chest, and still getting a great hamstring stretch. Now bring that foot gently to the mat. And now let's draw your left knee into your chest. Sit up tall, reach your right arm out, and wrap it around the outer thigh. Bring your left fingertips to the floor and stay long and tall through the spine. Taking your gaze and slowly coming out of the twist, we'll grab the big toe with your middle finger, index finger. And now go ahead and rotate back, opening the chest to the sky. Now breathe. Go ahead and release that foot back down to the mat. Thank you so much for coming and practicing with me today. Coming back to Shiva Mudra, close your eyes and feel the benefits of our yoga practice. Feel stronger, balanced, and energized. Namaste.